I guess welcome to your first MMA Media Day.
Thank you.
How's this experience been for you? Obviously, you're a couple of days out from your first professional fight. I don't know if you've had any amateur fights, maybe, just a little few. But what's it like, this experience, and knowing that in a couple of days you're getting into a cage?
You know what? At this point, all the work is done. So the best advice I got from my team is really just to try to enjoy this week because, this is cool. I mean, whether you're an MMA fan or not, this is very cool to be here and experience the whole fight week. So we're just enjoying it and having fun. I know when it gets closer to the time, we'll be able to flip the switch and get ready to go. But I'm not shy from the cameras or anything, so I enjoy it and just having fun.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. Obviously, your professional wrestling background, you've been in front of cameras for ages. So I feel like that can do nothing but be a positive for you.
Yeah, it's funny. If you think about it, being a professional wrestler definitely makes you a better MMA fighter because it's whether, it doesn't matter what sport it is, you still have to get over. You still have to have the audience care about you. And so you need to be a character, you need to be yourself and have it be believable, but you need to give them something that they can sink their teeth into, whether it's want to boo you and see you get beat up or want to cheer for you and have you come from behind and get that big win.
Well, actually, it's interesting you say that because I get the impression when CM Punk went into MMA, he didn't want the pro wrestling combination.
Yeah.
When Lesnar went in, he sort of didn't give a shit either way, I guess. For you, it seems like you're happy to bring the pro wrestling aspect into it. Is that and even Bobby Lashley didn't really either. Is that a conscious decision by you to sort of, like you say, get over, either heel or face?
Yeah, absolutely. Because of that, I want to show them who I am, but at the same time, Jack Swagger is my brand, and I hope to fight under that soon. And I want to continue growing that brand as Jack Swagger, Jake Hager, and it's just you have to have that one unity behind it. And this is who I am. I'm gonna go with the girl that got me to the dance. I'm gonna rely on my wrestling background. I'm gonna rely on my pro wrestling background because whether you like pro wrestling or not, those lights are the same. Live television is live television. It's a lot of pressure, and you need experience in that arena to be able to handle it. So absolutely, call me a professional wrestler. This day and age, it's one of the most popular sports on the planet.
So when I title this video, you'd rather it be Jack Swagger or Jake Hager?
Either way, man.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Cool.
I'm good.
It would be wrong of me to not ask you all those stereotypical pro wrestling MMA questions, so I'm afraid you're going to have to just deal with a few of them now. If you look at the crossovers, I think Lesnar's been the biggest success, but maybe Bobby Lashley, Batista, CM Punk. When you look at those guys, is there anybody in the WWE that we should know about that could have done it, that never tried?
Oh man, you know what? I got into this because I am as tough as everyone claims they are.
Did you just swallow that?
I did just swallow it. I have to do what he says. That little unicorn over there is my spirit animal. I am as tough as everyone claims they are up in the WWE, and so that's why I got into it. But there are some very tough guys. I would say Roman Reigns would definitely have a background and a chance to go into it. Him and I have had some fun in the back. Also, if you go back a couple years, Shelton Benjamin, amazing All-American wrestler, just an explosive athlete. And him and I have rolled together, and I won't be afraid to admit that he's gotten the better of me. So I think those two guys would definitely have a opportunity or a future in it if they wanted to.
For me, I think it's an interesting thing because sometimes you see pro wrestlers get maybe their backs up that people underestimate how tough they are, and then I think you see MMA fighters get their backs up that pro wrestlers sort of feel they can do it. Do you think it's just a case of both sides need to admit that the other side has some fucking balls to them? Didn't need to swear there, but I did.
Yeah, I don't think there should be animosity between the two. For the longest time, pro wrestling always has a stigma about it, that it's not real and it's connected with all types of drug abuse. But I think this day and age, you look at the rosters on the best companies in pro wrestling, everyone's a college graduate, at least 75% of the roster went to college, has an education, and is really doing it because they love it, not because they want to go and party and get girls afterwards. It's a definitely shift in the dynamic, and you see that in the same way with MMA. It's more popular now than ever. It's acceptable in the mainstream. It's household names now, MMA superstars. So I haven't felt any animosity here. All the guys here have been great, and I mean, I'm a lovable guy, but you know, it's just
you're a big guy. You're good with knots. Everything about you is great.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was talking with my coaches the other day. If I would have came right into this 12 years ago, right into MMA out of college, I probably would have been that same way. Where I don't want to be funny. I don't want to have fun. I want to be taken seriously, type deal. But since I had that experience in the entertainment field, I have a little more. I'm a little bit more open-minded to, you know, what's entertaining, what's going to help, you know, help Bellator draw, what's going to help me draw, type deal, and those things go hand in hand. So have fun with it. Be a character. You know, there'll be a time and place to be serious, but you don't have to do that all the time, and definitely shouldn't have any animosity between each other, because honestly, it's almost the same industry. I think pro wrestling, you know, can somewhat be considered combat sports, and combat sports is one of the more popular sports on the planet right now.
All right, last one from me. Is the biggest motivator on Saturday facing a text from Vince McMahon if it doesn't go your way?
No, the biggest motivator would be going and looking my wife in the eye and saying, "I'm sorry." You know, it's like, babe, I know the last 2 years and all the sacrifices we made to get here. You know, I'm sorry. That'd be the biggest motivator. Vince, I can handle him.
Okay, cool, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Good luck, mate.